What's up guys, it's Mr. Grande. So today I'm going to be doing a little story time video, which I promised I would do. I don't normally do story times, but I figured today I'm going to have to do one because of what took place after I stopped filming the Havana parody video. So you guys saw a little clip at the end of the Havana video where I was like, oh my gosh, it's raining so hard. I was in the tunnel. So yeah, basically what happened was I was filming and it started raining really hard and my camera started getting wet. So I freaked out, I grabbed my tripod and my camera and I ran into a tunnel that was like a giant like sewer tunnel. This like whole area, I had to walk about a mile of desert to get there. I live in Albuquerque, New Mexico. For anybody who's not familiar with that, it's like a city within a desert. So like literally there's like those big patches of deserts like everywhere. So I walked a mile into this desert and there was like a patch of green, there was like grass, there was trees, and then like behind the grass and trees there was like this canyon looking thing. It was really cool. I was like, I have to film here. After I shut off the camera, I was like, alright, I'm gonna wait for the rain to die down a little bit and I'm going to walk to my car a mile back. Now, I had my location on maps, but halfway through the video, I had to lip sync the song without hearing the music because my phone died. So my phone was completely dead and I had to just guess the timing of the song and just sing Ariana, like without knowing like how fast I was actually singing. So it was kind of difficult. You'll see that my like mouth is a bit off in the video at some point, and that's because my phone died and I didn't have it to lip sync to. I was using my camera to record that little moment. There was more of that moment that went after that. I'll show you guys right now. And the water is rushing harder and harder. I'm literally gonna die. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay. Alright, this is not okay. What do I do? Oh my goodness. It's like literally like rushing. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna drown. This is where I die. I don't know if I'm good. Okay, bye. I'm ending this. I need to go find shelter. This is not safe. I was like, okay, well, I'll just wait for the rain to die down. That's all I have to do. Like, Mother Nature can't last that long. It lasted a long time. It was 5 or 6 p.m. I think when I first got there. So the sun was starting to set and I was like, okay, I don't have a phone, so I don't have like a way back to my car. I have no phone and it's pouring rain and I didn't want to get my camera wet. So basically what happened was the rain was not stopping at all. In fact, it started raining harder. And I was like, it's only gonna get worse and the sun is going to set. I have no way of contacting anybody. I have no way of going on my maps and finding my way home. I was freaking out. This is when I started to like panic a little bit. So I was like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna put my camera in my little shirt and I'm just gonna go. So I took it off the tripod. I put the camera up my like jean jacket shirt. And I held my tripod and I started like trying to walk as fast as I could. And the sun was like pretty much down at this point. Like it was pretty much like sunset. And I heard like the coyotes like howling. Like I was like, oh my gosh, get me out of this desert. It was so traumatizing. So like I was like running basically pretty much. And I was like, wait a minute, this does not look familiar. This does not look familiar at all. I saw like another canyon that I did not see on the way there. So I was like, wait a minute, I'm going the wrong direction. This is the wrong direction. I don't know where I'm going. I freaked out. I like panicked. I retraced my steps and I just sprinted back to where I started. So I went back to the main canyon that I filmed the video at and I was like, okay, if that was not the direction I came, which was the direction I came? And for some reason I could not think about the direction that I came. And so I was like, oh my goodness, I'm literally going to die out here. It's raining harder than it was before. I'm soaking wet, freezing cold, because all I'm wearing is literally a jean vest jacket. You guys saw in the video, I'm wearing a jean vest jacket, and jean shorts, really short jean shorts. And the jean jacket is hard to keep my camera under because it's pretty tight. So I was like, you know what, I'm already cold, this jean jacket is wet, I'm just gonna take it off. So I took off the jean jacket and I put the camera and I wrapped it up in the jean jacket and I was holding on to it as I was walking with the tripod and I was trying to find a different route. So I was like, okay, if I didn't go that way, I must have gone that way. So I started walking in opposite direction, like an idiot. It was completely dark at this point, completely dark. By the time I got back to the original spot, it was pitch dark, 100%. It was pouring rain. When I say pouring rain, like I hadn't seen this kind of rain in so long. Not only was it pouring rain, but it was thundering and lightning so loud, like all around me. I was so terrified for my life. Like it was a storm and I was in the desert in pitch dark. Nobody knew where I was. My phone wasn't working. I had no way of contacting anybody. I was shirtless, walking around like a crazy person, carrying a camera like a baby around a jean jacket. I just started running. I just started running and I kept running. And the farther I got, the more freaked out I got, because every step I took, I was like, I'm going one more step in the wrong direction and I'm gonna get lost out here in the middle of nowhere in the desert, even though it's not really the middle of nowhere. Like, I'm pretty sure if I kept walking in any direction, I'd be able to find my way out, because the deserts are just like patches kind of, but they're still like pretty big. So I was freaking out. I was running all over the place like a crazy person. Then I come across a barbed wire fence. Keep in mind, this barbed wire fence, there was nothing on the other side of the barbed wire fence. It was just a barbed wire fence. And so I was like, I definitely did not cross a barbed wire fence getting here. So I literally went the wrong direction again. Now I'm thinking to myself, how am I going to get back to this canyon that I completely started at? Like, I should have marked my steps there. So then I started running back, trying to mark my steps back to the canyon, the original spot, so that I can retrace my steps from the original spot where my car is parked. I was freaking out, you guys. I can't even tell you how badly I was freaking out. So as I'm running back, I'm like starting to cry at this point. Like, I'm a baby. I get really scared. Don't judge me. I was like crying my eyes out. Like, oh my gosh, where am I going to... How am I going to escape this disgusting desert, basically? And the whole time, all I was thinking in my head was like, if I die, like, this is the best way to go. Like, Ariana Grande basically killed me because I spent all this time making a video for Ariana Grande and about Ariana Grande. So basically, my death would be caused by my love for Ariana Grande. Now that I think about it, it's not too bad. So yeah, there was the barbed wire fence. I was trying to find my way back to the original canyon so that I could find my way back to my car. At this point, I have like hypothermia. Like, I'm literally like shaking so hard. My body to temperature probably fell below like -5 degrees. Like, I'm not even kidding. I was so cold. And so here I am looking like a wet rat running through the New Mexico deserts, holding a camera in my arms. From frantically searching, I just went in basically a straight line, and I eventually ran back into the original canyon. And I was like, okay, let me just take a second, let me chill, let me think about this for a minute. The rain started to kind of die down a little bit, so I was like, okay, I can chill, I can go back in the tunnel, and I can think about what just happened. So I get back in the tunnel real quick. There's water still rushing out. It's really terrifying. And I'm like, okay, let me look at the footage just to see if I can recognize any of this in the daylight, and maybe I can see which direction I came from. I turned on my camera real quick and I looked at the videos that I took, and I saw the very first video I took was like a wide shot of the whole place. And I was like, okay, I remember walking down those steps. There's like literally like non-man-made steps, like steps made out of like a hill. And so I was like, I literally walked down those steps to get where I was filming. So let me just walk back up those steps. So I walked back up those steps, and there's like, that's where all the trees and like the patch of grass is. And so I was like, okay, now that I'm on this hill, where did I go? And I just had to think, and I was like, okay, I walked this direction. So I just chose a direction that I was trusting with all my gut, and I just was like, you know what, I'm not going to stop walking until I find something, because I will die of hypothermia if I have to wait any longer. So I just kept walking and walking and walking and walking. It felt like forever, even though it was probably like a mile. And finally, I get to the park. And the park is like the entrance of the desert. Like it's like city, park, desert. And so I make it to a park, and I know this park. I'm like, okay, I can get to my car from here. So literally my prayers were answered. I was like, hallelujah. I'm walking down the park, and I'm like, okay, I'm trying to get to the street. And all of a sudden I hear like a noise that's like, sounds like a motor. And I'm like, what is that? And it's like louder and louder. It's like, and I don't know where it's coming from, but it sounds like it's coming from the sky. So I'm like, what is going on here? I look up at the sky. It is one of those droids that people control. Like, they have a controller, and like the droids fly up in the air, and they just like videotape, or they like just like fly around for fun. There was a droid above me, and I was like, who is flying a droid right now? Like, somebody's here. Obviously, somebody's flying this droid. So I just keep walking. I try to ignore the droid. I see a man. And the man is controlling the droid. He sounds like he's having a fun day in the park. He gives me like this really strange look as I walk past him. He's like sitting on a bench. And he gives me this really strange look as I walk past him. And I'm like, why is he looking at me like that? And I realize I'm literally shirtless still, holding a camera like a baby in a wrapped denim jacket. And I am soaking wet like a sewer rat, like probably crying my eyes out still. Like my eyes were probably still red and puffy. And I was like, hello, nice to see you. Like, sorry that I'm a rat, my bad. All right, yeah, so like pretty much I finally got back to my car. Long story short, got back to my car. I drove home, took a nice warm shower, and I went to sleep and had the best sleep of my life. Basically, the entire time I was trapped in that desert, all I could think about was, you're gonna be alright. I actually literally sang that, like, in the tunnel. Like, I'm not even kidding. I have footage of it. So yeah, that was my story time for today. Let me guys know. I can't talk today. Let me know if you guys wanted me to do more story times. I have a bunch of stories that are like really fun and exciting. Let me know if you guys want me to tell more stories. This was really cool. And yeah, thank you guys so much. Also, don't forget, 10,000 subscribers and I will do a huge giveaway. So thank you so much for everything, and you guys are great and I am trash. All right, bye.